Valentine's Day is upon us, and if you are looking to get close to your sweetie, you better make sure your breath is ready. So joining us to talk about ways to keep your breath fresh is Dr. Joseph Nemeth. Doctor, good to have you here. Tell us a little bit about, how can how can we give some kisses without being offensive?
Well, see, bad breath is almost always caused by an infection in the mouth, by an oral infection, somewhere in the mouth, very often in the back of the tongue. It's interesting because people who really have bad breath, most of them don't even know it. They don't know it unless they're told.
How do we find out? You've got some equipment here that helps you tell people?
We do extensive testing. We have something called a halimeter. So what happens is you breathe into this. It's not plugged in right now, but you breathe into this, and this will give us a reading of the gases that cause bad breath. Okay. That is sulfide gases, usually hydrogen sulfide, methyl mercaptan. Those are the culprits. And there are certain bacteria that give these gases off. So we use this to measure those gases. That's one test. Then we have something called the BANA test. For the BANA test, we actually take a scraping or a sample from the back of the tongue or wherever we think the infection is, and we put it in this machine, and this machine will actually cultivate it, and in 5 minutes we will get a reading, and if we get a discoloration, then we know there's bad breath, depending on the amount of discoloration.
So, doctor, how do you tell someone, yeah, it's pretty bad? Because you said a lot of people don't know. No one's telling them.
People don't know, and I would say a third of my patients come to me and don't have bad breath, but they're convinced they have it.
Oh, but 2/3 do have bad breath?
Sometimes you probably don't even need to do the test. You're like, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So what do you say to
the
people?
The go-to test, let me tell you about the third test. So these tests there are 3 tests. Any one of these tests that show positive means there's bad breath. But the go-to test, and the test that we've used all the time, even before these, is what's called organoleptic. That is, we smell the breath. And how do we do that? We take some gauze, we fold it up like this, and then we take a forceps or cotton pliers.
One of the tongue scrapers, eh?
Well, we don't use that, but you could. And we actually rub the back of the tongue with the gauze.
Yeah, and then you smell that gauze?
We can see if there's a yellow stain on there. We can see the bacteria.
Everyone's looking like
then we actually sniff it. So the 3 tests, there's the sniff test.
Okay.
There's the,
and then
these
what do you
tests.
say, doctor?
The problem is convincing people who, the treatment actually consists of killing the bacteria. And we do that.
And how do we do that?
We have what's called a power wash. It's a very high-powered wash that debrides the tongue and debrides these areas of the bacteria that cause bad breath. And we also use a laser to help kill those bacteria.
Well, just use a little mouthwash, though, huh?
Mouthwash is great. It's just great.
It's great.
If you have bad breath, just use mouthwash.
How many times a day?
You'll be
Every 6 hours?
I would say about every 7 minutes.
What?
About every 7 minutes.
Come on.
And you'll be covered.
He's joking.
Because the mouthwash is great to cover up bad breath for a short period.
But you got to get to the root of the problem.
You're not going to
infection.
cure it. The only way you can cure it is by eliminating the infection. And the way to eliminate the infection is to determine what's causing it and then eliminate those bacteria.
And go to the dentist and get your teeth cleaned.
Teeth cleaning will help too, but it really isn't going to do it because these bacteria are usually way back in the tongue causing the problem.
All right. So, Dr. Nemeth, you are located in Southfield. Thank you so much for giving us those tips. That's good to know as we approach Valentine's Day. I think a lot of people that have partners that have bad breath are saying, there we go. You can find more info on our website, fox2detroit.com.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.